Yo guys, this is Chris Blair. I'm just sitting here. I have to wear a little bit of a sweater and a jacket because it's starting to get cool. It is, let's see here. No, am I live? I appear to be live. Hold on. Something appears to be wrong. No, I am live. Okay, or it didn't look like I was live. Alright. Okay. Want to at least enjoy a little bit of the outside weather while I still can, because it's getting cool in Japan. But as long as I have this little jacket and a sweater on, I'm okay. But soon I will not be able to sit outside and do videos. I have to do it inside, which is a bummer for me. So I actually prefer doing the videos outside. I like to go to the park, go to the river. I like to all places to do videos. I like to shoot videos outside. It's my favorite place to do. Anyway, right now I'm sitting here enjoying a beer, as usual, around 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Japan time, almost every day. I'm not saying the fact that I'm a beer drinker. Although I don't stay out very late, guys. I go home, 8 or 9, right? Go to sleep quite early, wake up early, run 6 o'clock. That's my pattern. You guys know I run one of the biggest beer websites in all of e-com for Facebook. It's the second or third biggest one. I'm the only, one of the rare guys who's actually running a massive store and still doing coaching and training, and doing that because I love coaching and training. But to be honest with you, I love coaching and training more than the grind of running my website. You can make a lot of money running an e-com site, and I love it, and I do that too, and that's why I teach it, but reality is more of a grind. I love interacting, which is why I do what I do. Okay. So, I want to talk about Facebook ads for targeting. Particularly the audiences you should use, right? Which audiences should you use? That is a key question that people always ask, okay? But before I get into that, there's one underlying thing you gotta understand, okay? The way advertising works, okay? I'm gonna explain this preliminary thought process to you first so you can understand why I do what I do, okay? I believe most people out there are targeting wrong when they test. Most people out there are targeting wrong when they test. Okay? So, what's the premise of advertising? Okay, what's the premise? What's the one thing that holds true with your advertising? Because I have a friend who runs a Google Ads agency. Right? I have runs ads on Snapchat. I have a friend who's a master at Twitter. I run ads on Instagram, Facebook. I have other friends who run advertising. Right? So I've run people who run. I know some direct marketers I've met in the past who did newspaper advertising and stuff. Okay. There's one thing that's true, universal true for all advertising, doesn't matter what type of advertising. The 80-20 rule. Okay? And in fact, to be honest, 80-20 rule is an exaggeration. With paid advertising, it's more like the 98% to 2 rule. It's not 99% to 1 rule. Okay? So, for some magical reason, there's a certain product that resonates with your audience and that will get them excited and come over to your website and buy. Okay? And most will not. Okay? I mean, this is one thing that's really, really frustrating for all newbie marketers. Okay? Japan has a tradition that even though it's glass is important, it's a little glass. Some places allow it, and by myself I could drink from the bottle, but it's considered kind of rude. So I'm calling it the point a little bit. So one thing that's universally true, and it never ever changes, is that most of your products, the advertising fail. That is something that a newbie has a real hard time understanding, okay? And it can be incredibly frustrating, but you've got to keep going, you've got to keep testing, you've got to keep going, you've got to keep testing. And the magic about it is this. I, for example, have a product I'm still selling today that I started selling in 2016. So it takes one winning idea, especially in the print on demand space, more so than dropshipping, because you can take the same idea, the same concept, and move it on to different products, right? You can ride with that winning idea for a long, long, long time. I have students who are selling the same slogan expression over different product types. They've been doing it for years. I mean, we're talking years, guys, years. All right. That said, here we go. All right, so we know that most of our products are going to fail with that. That's the reality. Don't get emotional attached to that. Accept that. If you can't accept that, you don't belong in this business. Bang, bang. Test, goodbye. Test, goodbye. Test, goodbye. Test, goodbye. use the data points to make you help make a decision. I have a whole course in Mastermind where I literally have a 25-minute video on analyzing conversion. 25 minutes. There's no way I can talk about what data points you use, but there's some specific data points. You can literally spend about $10 in ads and you will know if it's a loser or not. Okay. You won't know if it's a winner, but you'll know if it's a loser. All right, so now what do? Okay, so I know for a fact that most of my sales and site visits will come from one product. In fact, one of my students last year who works with me closely, right, did $92,000 in sales in one day during the Christmas season, right? Well, private course season, right? It was all based on driving traffic to one offer. That's it, one product. Okay, so we know that most are going to fail. All right, so we know it's all about driving traffic to a small number of product offerings. Okay, maybe 1, 2, or 3 things, right? So what do we do? What do we do in that situation? Well, I need to know if my product is truly scalable. I need to know if my product is truly scalable. How do I know that? Do I know that by targeting my fan page like people? Do I know that by targeting my lookalike audiences? Right? Do I know that by targeting obscure audiences? No, I don't. I know that by targeting the most natural targets that anyone could possibly think of who's going to compete with me in my same niche. So for example, in my niche, I will target the word beer out of the gate. I will target the word Budweiser out of the gate. I will target the word brewery out of the gate. I will target the word microbrewery or hops right from the beginning. Not because those are necessarily the best targets to use to scale, but I want to know. When I go after a target that anyone else can target, that anyone else can think of, right? Takes no creativity whatsoever, can my product win? Because I can win in that market. If I can win there, I've got an awesome product that can scale. When I start bringing in my lookalike audiences, I start going after specialized audiences I know from experience and working my niche, right? By working in the business for years, I know what target, and this is specialized targets that are just awesome. Okay? I know. So don't get fancy with targeting this. Don't get fancy with targeting. That is a wrong thing to do, okay? That this doesn't make sense, it's not smart, it's just wrong, okay? Alright, those of you interested in my coaching, training, my mastermind, private message me. I got some, I'm actually, if you're interested in my mastermind and training, just go to ecomvantage.com and there's an offer there for you. Ecomvantage, VANTAGE.com. Interested in my coaching, private message me, and we will see you in the next video. Cheers.